Hello everyone, welcome back to yet another video on this data engineering series. In this particular series, I'll be talking, sorry, in this particular video, I'll be talking about what are the possible architectures that we can plan around for the startups. I myself have been working with some of the startups in terms of consulting. There are some few friends of mine who have been working on startups. And they are pretty new. Some of them are early stage startups, some of them are like seed funded. The general question remains, what should be the planning around data engineering architecture for a startup? So typically what I have seen across, so the pattern that I've seen is most of the startups, they basically start with either MySQL, Kafka, Mongo, or Postgres. So majority of the sources remain the same, and so obviously startups are not. I mean, some of them are not well funded. Some of them are just living on the bootstrap mode. Obviously, cash crunch is definitely there. What's the best way to design such things in terms of if we want to save cost and if we want to have a really reliable architecture? So this particular video will be just discussing general architecture which one can easily have, and at a very minimal cost of max to max like $2 per month. Okay, and so okay, without wasting much of the time, let's get started. I can easily pull data from these four sources. Now, assuming on the ETL part, I need to have something. So either we can use Airflow, or I can use Spark. So both of these are open source only, and I prefer more of open source things. Okay, obviously we are trying to save cost here because the idea is to plan something around the data architecture of startups, right? See, we'll be pulling data from these different sources, and either it could go from Apache Airflow or from Spark, right? Most of the time, startup don't have anything like Kafka at the very starting. They just have transactional databases or something like NoSQL. They can easily use Airflow. Okay, and using Airflow, they can write their incremental jobs easily. Okay, and once they have basically written the DAGs or something, they can use something like BigQuery to push data to BigQuery, and they can basically use it as a data warehouse. Okay, so see, now you'll say, okay, BigQuery is not a open source, right? But I'll say it is somehow better than open source because you can easily get this BigQuery at a cost of max $2 per month. Why I'm saying this? So see, for any startups, the maximum amount of data I think anyone can get per year is like max 50 GB. Okay, just taking a general scenario, typically this applies for startups. Okay, and if you have something else to discuss, I'll be happy to answer that in comment section. So 50 GB would be the maximum size of the data that's basically getting from suppose all of these system to my uh, this thing BigQuery, right? And the maximum amount of data that I could scan is 1 terabyte. Okay, so 1 terabyte of data is something that I could easily scan. Okay, for so this is again for like per month, and this is again per month. So the overall cost remains $2 per month for this whole architecture actually. And obviously if you want to set Air Force Spark, there is an additional cost of bringing up the instance. It will again hardly be going, I think, no, just few more dollars. Okay, because you just need a single instance of it, and as of now, you're starting with the bootstrap mode. Just you can use a single instance of any of this thing, like either Spark or either Airflow. I would So Spark should only be used if you are using Kafka here. Okay, otherwise for batch jobs, Airflow is the best way to do it. Okay, Data Studio is something which is coming as free in this whole tech stack. Okay, so this particular service, which is being given by Google, is is like costing you $2 only. And if you buy an instance for Airflow to obviously host Airflow, that would be costing you the cost of one extra instance, like one EC2 to the max. So that's like a most cheapest way of building a data architecture. Uh, if you are very new in the startup journey, and so once you are here on Data Studio, you can easily schedule your reports and build any dashboards out of it. Okay, so overall, it's like a very cheap way of dealing with the recent uh, data changes, or anything if you want to analyze on your warehouse. So yeah, so thank you for watching this video, and hope you liked it. For any suggestions, or if you want to ask anything around your data architecture, I'll be happy to answer in the comment section. Thank you.